The songs definitely went through a lot of different incarnations before they became what they are now.
Let's focus on The Wind, because that's a song that you've played for us. It's written with your husband. Do you recall what triggered you to write this lyric?
Yeah, definitely. Something happened that was just very, very, very unsettling. A friend of a friend was murdered down in Los Angeles, and it just really shook me up, and it was just a reminder of how delicate life is and how really awful things happen, and we have so little control over it, you know. It was just completely random that she was killed. It was someone she didn't know who just came into her home and killed her. And the idea of that, of being robbed of life for absolutely no good reason, for no reason at all, was the premise of that song. And it's kind of written from that girl's perspective. And I had a series of dreams that involved an organ kind of playing itself. The keys were being depressed, but there was no one sitting behind it, and I could hear its song. And so that's what the second verse is about. And in a way, when I had those dreams, I just kind of felt that the spirit of that woman who was killed very, very heavily. And then that part, the dream, was also incorporated into the song, and it was all kind of woven together. And the part about the wind, strangely enough, that little chorus Tom had written, and he had written it like 3 years ago. And it was from a completely different song. It was from like a rock and roll song that Tom wrote of like, I'm on the wind and this whole thing. And he didn't have a verse that was fitting well, and we had been trying to write a song that went with that chorus because I really loved that chorus. When I first heard it, I'm on the wind, I loved that part. And we had been both trying to work it into a song for a couple of months or something. And so I wrote this verse about the girl, and it fit perfectly with the chorus. And so we just put them together. So it was a collaboration, but it kind of a strange one because that other part had been written so long ago.
Yeah. If you sing the song, is it for you, maybe a strange question, but is it one song, or is it actually that you still...
It's one song completely.
Think about, okay.
Yeah. I don't know, the other song is not...
Okay.
It's not a thing anymore.
No. Well, the themes, maybe, if I'm not right, and you can just say, of course. I thought the themes are road, because you were saying you wrote this album while touring To Be Still, your mom, and death. Well, death we just discussed.
Yeah.
Let's pick one road song. You say, well, that's typically a song that I wrote while being on the road.
The song that is most influenced by the road is Heartless Highway, definitely. That's the road song. That one was completely written on the road. And with the other ones, while a lot of lyrics were written on the road, the actual songs, the structure of the songs, the chords, the melodies, that wasn't written until I was at home. And then once I was writing the melodies and the chords, or once Tom and I were writing them, the words would kind of change, some would be edited out, new verses would happen. So the songs definitely went through a lot of different incarnations before they became what they are now.
You were saying Heartless Highway is actually was written?
It was written in Germany in a green room.
Do you still recall what triggered this song?
We were exhausted, we were so worn out. We'd been traveling for months, and it was just really, really hard to be on tour during that time because we were all so tired and so worn out, and we're living out of suitcases, and we're just run down, and we're out there singing for people. And it was just a heartless highway. That's what it felt like.
One thing that I'm curious about, Desire, the song Desire.
Desire.
Dark hair, midnight eyes, he's looking like it's 1995. Who's the song about?
It's a secret. It's about someone that we met along the way, and someone really amazing that is a wonderful person.
She's looking like it's 1995. What image do you have of 1995? Is it
It's just the way that she dressed.
post-grunge, was it? I don't know.
Yeah, kind of. The way
Yeah.
that she dressed and just her vibe was pretty 1995.
Okay.
Unexpectedly 1995, yeah.
Okay, well then, secrets have to be left secrets, of course.
All the other songs are out in the open. That one is a secret.